Hello and welcome to Cutting Down the Nets. We are coming off a stretch where we weren't exactly cutting nylon off the hoop. It was more like getting waxed in a bye game against a SWAC school in your own arena. Rough stretch. I've been through this before, so if you're wondering how I am handling the situation, I'm not leaving. I'm not going anywhere. We're gonna ride this out because I know that long term it will work out. So 0-4 yesterday. On the bright side, we hauled in all the Skolansky bucks. Skolansky bucks are process related bucks that do not pay bills as you're hemorrhaging cash. But when you bet Ball State +2 and they close at 1.5, it's a good bet. And when you bet Fairleigh Dickinson at -3 and they close at -4, it's a good bet. So we ride on. If you're wondering how I react to swings like this, my answer is I don't do anything. I don't increase bet amount, decrease. I don't try to fill a card. I don't try to shrink a card. This has worked over 2,000 games for me, and I'm not going to freak out over not even 30 games. We're talking about probably like a 12-game sample. So we march on. Shooting this video in the morning, I had one last night, but it included a team in Texas where they can't play because it's cold, which is crazy. First game, I have Utah State +1.5. News out of Boise is they will actually have a small amount of fans in for this game. I have Utah State by 6. I'm already including in that number 2.1 points for home court. In previous years with full stadiums, it hovers between 3 and 4, so I am not going to overreact to that news. I am playing Utah State +1.5 at Boise. Next game, the rare non-con in the middle of a season game. We have Northeastern traveling to Chapel Hill. Personally feel that North Carolina lines are a tad inflated at times, and I think that's definitely the case when playing a non-con in the middle of the season right after, the Super Bowl and football season ends. I don't know. I'm not saying it's a trap, but I think it's a trap. So I have this game closer to 10.5. A thing to note, Northeastern has only played 2 games since the COVID pause. Typically fresh out of a COVID pause, that can affect your performance by 2 to 3 points. So even with that as a buffer and knowing they have 2 games under their belt, I have placed a bet on Northeastern +16.5 at the Tar Heels. Next game, we got the Mocs, Chattanooga, laying 8 at home against Western Carolina. This was a relatively closer play for me. It's 3.7 points different. I have Chattanooga by 11.7. So we'll look for the Mocs to cover the 8. Hold your nose at this next one. This is going to be a tough one. The Road Warrior Minnesota Golden Gophers, who look like a SWAC team. We mentioned SWAC teams earlier. They look like a SWAC team away from the barn. They are getting 6.5 at Indiana. I think some big news here is Liam Robbins. He basically got hurt last week, so he was limited a little bit in their game Sunday. He's quote-unquote questionable, so I will throw a word of caution here. I will play Minnesota 6.5. If that line moved down and Robbins missed, I would stay away. But I'm fine at 6.5 with or without Robbins, but losing any points and Robbins would be enough to keep me away. We'll see if the Gophers can finally get not even a road win. Can you just not get dusted on the road? So those are the 4 on my card today. Wish you luck, and thanks for checking out Cutting Down the Nets.